You know, so much of my life has been an improvisation. The fact that I'm black is that, you know, I came to America from my ancestral home in Africa, and I was told to just improvise and just go with it. I believe, you know how people improvise, like on Whose Line Is It Anyway, and at the People's Improv Theater, etc. I have this theory that anybody can improvise with just a couple of little instructions and a master improviser like myself. I'm going to test my theory out with complete strangers today. Let's see how it goes. I wanted to teach strangers how to improvise, but there's been a change of plans. I'm going to go to the grocery store now. What I really want to do is I just want to find somebody and say, hey, I'd like to do an improv scene with you, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid to break that veil of stranger wall, you know? The stranger wall that's there. And then I think in terms of maybe people that are a little dispossessed, people a little down and out. Why? Because they're more likely not to reject me. I remember I used to panhandle on the street when I was 17, and then I did it again after I graduated from grad school. I was busking for money. It's an honest way to earn money, but it's, you know, it's not the high end of what we consider success in this world, although I made $71 my first hour doing it. And sometimes people would put weird notes into my guitar case. Look at this, my eyes are totally like shaded out. You can't even see my eyes, which is creepy and crazy. Even though the sun is completely shining, the sun is just above the hill, another day for us to fill, and all your dreams are coming true, doodly-doo, doodly-doo. They used to pump music into our school in first, second, third grade. I remember Robert Preston used to sing this fitness song, push-ups, every morning, 10 times, not just now and then. Some to the chicken fat, no to the chicken fat. Don't be chicken again. No, don't be chicken again. And it was about everybody getting fit.
Why would you want to do that?
I think we missed that boat, America. They tried. They were like, people are starting to get fat. We better do something. Pump the music into the schools. It didn't work, though. It didn't work. I'm not saying you're fat, America, and I'm not saying I'm fat. I am saying I think there's a lot of heavy kids out there. You know, I'm navigating with people on the street. Occasionally you'll see me do this with the camera. It's either the camera doinks somebody right in the forehead, or I move. Also, my deltoid, my right deltoid here is really getting a workout holding this camera. But my narcissism and my neediness as a performer exceeds my resistance as a potentially big old fat person. So this causes me to push past my muscle resistance and my what is it called? Muscle exhaustion. You know, muscle exhaustion or muscle failure. That's what they used to call it in the Army. They would say, muscle failure. You got to work through muscle failure. They had like the drill sergeants had some medical knowledge and a couple of terms in their heads mixed with just, you know, the working man's desire to sort of be cruel to the next guy coming up. You got to work through muscle failure. I mean, they didn't know. People were dying. Nobody died in basic training, but people definitely did fall out. They were big on making you drink water, though. So I'm inclined to ask someone who's like homeless and stuck by the wayside already sedentary or already not in the flow of people. My level of confidence tells me to approach that kind of person rather than a person who's, you know, normal. What's normal anyway? I don't know. I mean, my deltoid is burning right now, so I think I'm gonna pause this little take. This is what I do when I dress like the Edge with my dickie. Look at that, my little dickie below here, my little kerchief and my hat. Faith was strong, but you needed proof. Saw her bathing on the roof, her beauty and moonlight overthrew you. Tied you to a kitchen chair, broke your throne and cut your hair, and from your lips she drew the
in this room and I walk this floor. I used to live lonely before I knew you. Remember when I moved in you and the holy dove was moving too, and every breath we drew was hallelujah, 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 hallelujah.
I'm trying to put my kid to sleep right here.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
So can you?
So this guy comes out and he says, "Hey boss." First of all, he calls me boss. That pisses me off, I guess. Boss, he's just like boss. Waving his finger. Dreadlocks. Boss. And I'm not gonna fight with him. Why? Because he's got a baby, I've got a baby. I totally understand it. I understand that it's difficult to ask people to be quiet. People smoke outside and sometimes it wafts into your window. I've asked people not to smoke out on a public street. But my ego is still upset right now. Like, I want to say, bitch, don't call me boss, first of all. Or come on, brother, what you calling me boss for? Or like, you said, I'm sorry to disturb you. You weren't sorry to disturb me. You were happy to disturb me, and you were upset that I was interfering with your space, like your family functions, which I totally understand. At the same time, don't come out here and use the wrong words to do it, which are like boss. I'm sorry to interrupt, or I don't mean to disturb you, whatever. So it's amazing how I can be completely sympathetic with the guy. I'm stopped. Nothing I'm saying right now is creeping into his house, I don't think. But at the same time, my ego was still interfered with. My ego was still rebuilding itself right now with this very speech. I guess, what do I want? I wish he would say, I wish he would come and go, like, show me. That's it. It's the same thing, the same rules of good writing. Show me that you're sorry you're interrupting. Don't tell me, because by telling me, he was interfering and saying, I don't fucking care, whatever it is, this is shut down right now. I'm right there on the other side of the wall. And I totally get his point. At the same time, the ego is still trying to find a way that I am right and he is wrong, to sort of balance out these difficult feelings I'm having and feeling like a fool. I'm gonna feel like a fool. I was out here trying to express myself and I had my little thing, my echo thing all set up. I didn't even think of somebody on the other side of this wall having shit. I feel better talking a little bit of this out, you know, talking a little bit of it out. I feel better. I want to make fun of his head wrap that his dreads were in. You know, just go after him a little bit. Be like, bitch, you know, it's 8 o'clock at night or 9 o'clock at night, you know. Why you got your head up in a scarf? Like, the time of day matters. It doesn't matter. I'm just going after him. That's the thing. The ego, the narcissistic ego, self, just to borrow a bunch of terms that I don't fully understand, does not want to be stopped, interrupted, or told no. And that's how Elvis died. Nobody told him no. Thanks a lot, Elvis's crew. Thanks a lot, Posse, for letting the king die on the shitter, reading about the Shroud of Turin. I hope you guys feel good you never told him no. Thank you, sir, for telling me no. I don't want to die tonight after taking a manila envelope full of Demerol. Okay? Read your history. Last 24 hours of Elvis's life. Okay?